Hello, hello. I'm Blair, and today we're gonna do the second Pokemon of the week, which is gonna be Meowth-Galar. I think this is quite interesting Pokemon, uh, at least in draft. So the stats are overall quite mediocre, which I think we all can agree to. 50, 40, 50, 55, 40 isn't the best bulk in the world, but is definitely workable, especially this physical ball. 65 is a pretty good set, honestly, for C tier, and it can definitely see some good use, I believe. Um, and uh, as long as it doesn't Dynamax, it actually has a quite useful tool in one of its abilities, Tough Claws. An ability that powers up all contact moves. And the reason why it doesn't work when you Dynamax it is that Dynamax attacks does not count as contact moves, which makes Meowth-Galar Meowth sets maybe a bit weaker. It also has a quite useful ability in Unnerve, which maybe fits support sets a bit more, although we haven't seen a lot of fairy use in D-Pick generally. Although there are of course more berries in uh, craft situations, such as type resist berries are very useful. So let's get into this Pokemon. Look what kind of sets we can run. It's kind of limited in its move pool due to having pretty bad special attacks, so it can't run a special set. And this supported move pool is pretty bad generally. It has some moves, but it doesn't really fit the role. It doesn't have speed to be a good supportive Pokemon. Although it does have quite some good physical coverage. It's a normal, dark, poison, steel, fairy, grass, ghost, bug, ground, which are quite useful typings. So let's get into the first set, which is a kind of supportive set, and this set I think can be run with Nerve as well, pretty effectively. Right now we have Fake Out, which is of course a very good tool. Um, it does what Fake Out does, and this is mostly what you're drafting this for in draft leagues, I think, in combination with the pure Steel type, which is a very good type to have on your draft. It also has Haunt, which could hinder your opponent sometimes, especially if they have a Ghost type trying to set up trip. Iron Head is just to deal some damage with help of Tough Claws, and U-turn just helps you pivot out to other allies while doing significant damage with 252 Adamant Tough Claws. A quite solid set, I think. The second set, I think, it's a quite weird set, and um, it's weird. It doesn't run Fake Out, but you run Iron Head, Gunk Shot. This could be any coverage move, depending on your opponent. I'm just thinking in DPEX Series 2, it's very nice having some Rectangula. I believe after a curse or two, you could probably KO it, which is pretty good. So what this sets want to do is to, while you have something next to it, dragging the aggro, you can sit there, clicking curses, protecting if needed to recover some HP. I think a great partner to this Pokemon would be, for example, Porygon, which is also quite bulky and can set up Trick Room in the late game, allowing Meowth to really deal some damage with Iron Head Gunk Shot. EVs are the HP is to optimize leftovers recovery. The defense is just Wait, no. Yes, it's a bump. The first bump. The second bump was a bit delayed, and I still wanted a ton of special defense, since that's the weak defense. And we'll get more defense from Curse. We also wanted buff attack and defense to be even, since that gives us a bigger boost from Curse. Special defense makes us give opposing Porygon the the physical attack boost instead of special attack, which is very useful, as we can mitigate as much damage as possible. Speed is the speed create when Porygon, when we don't have a curse up. After a curse, we're slower than most Porygon, which is pretty cool. And then we put the rest into attack, just to make sure that we can still deal with damage. Next Meowth set is a bit more of an offensive set, and when I ran Meowth in DPDL Season 1, this was more the kinda set I ran. This can also be run bulky with these speed EVs in bulk to work better under Trick Room. Base 40 is still very slow. And with the speed, you still don't outspeed a lot if you don't have a speed boost. After Airstream, you can outspeed most meta threats, including stuff like Anorith, which is pretty good. Considering an Iron Head with Expert Bolt and Puff Claws, probably deals a lot of damage into Anorith. Dunk Shot for Tangela, and U-turn just to pivot out, while having Fake Out as usual, just to disrupt your opponent. I think this set is very, very good as well, and I really want to see someone trying out Meowth-Galar in the Pick Series 2. Although this Pokemon is still quite limited and doesn't really have any significant pairings, I think I need to discuss. It doesn't really combo up with as many Pokemon as last week's Pokemon in Hippopotas. This is more of a slappable Pokemon, which you can slap onto any draft or team, I think. You still need to work around it, but I don't have any specific combos in mind. Well, anyways, that was everything for this Pokemon of the Week.